So today I'm going to be doing another parenting video. I think I'm going to be doing parenting tips for a little while now, and I really feel like I could help some people with this. Elisha, I know you're frustrated, but we're going to make the video. Don't you want to say hi to everybody? Pirate Man? Alright, so I was actually just demonstrating some of the tools that I'm going to be teaching you today. So, what I'm teaching today is called EParenting, which stands for emotional parenting or empathetic parenting. And basically what it is it his face? Is that what you're pointing at? I think your head is like filling up the whole shot right now. Because you have such a large noggin. Which means you're smart, right? Stay here with Mommy and play with your Tato Man. Alright, so if you notice the way I talk to him, I am using the play-by-play, which is what I talked about yesterday, where you're helping a child understand the environment, how they're feeling, and what they're doing.
Put his hand in the butt.
Oh no, you put his hand in the butt. Are you happy about that? Is that funny? So I'm so used to doing it that it's really offhand for me. I just do it naturally now. And that's because I started when he was little tiny, and I was naming what his emotions were for him. So if he was crying because he was hungry, I would say, oh, I know you're so hungry right now, and I know that you're impatient because you want to eat. Mommy's going to get you milkies in just a moment. And if you see, he starts to respond to me when I speak a certain way. Elisha, are you excited about the Potato Man? Are you excited about him? No, see, I sort of made it upset because he responds to my emotions. And so what empathetic parenting is, it comes in 3 steps. The first one is that you're going to put yourself in your child's position. You're going to ask yourself, what is my child feeling right now? And why are they feeling that? What are the causes, the variables that might be making my child feel that way? And so the second step is you start to name that feeling for the child and the reason, the cause for that feeling. And you help them to understand it. So Elisha thinks this is so funny that you put the hand in the butt. That is so funny. And so you start describing and you help them.
Hand in the butt.
That's right. And it's another version of the play-by-play, but it's the more.
Hand in the butt.
You did. And it's hilarious. It helps them to develop their language.
I put him in the butt.
But you're also helping them to name their emotions, to help correlate what they're feeling to their actions.
I put him in the butt.
Yeah. Elisha, Mommy would like you. Mommy knows you're so excited. Okay? But we need to calm down, okay? Can you say it really quiet? We're going to say it quiet, okay? And so...
I put him in the butt.
Yep.
I put him in the butt.
It doesn't always work. Sometimes you just have to mirror what their emotions are. And that's the third aspect of step 2. It's basically where you meet the level of the emotion that your child is experiencing. So if your child is really sad or they're having a temper tantrum, you match the volume that they're at. And I know that doesn't make sense, but it works even for adults. And the reason it works is that people feel, if you mirror their emotions, they feel understood. And that helps them to recognize that maybe the situation isn't as serious as it feels. Or if, say it's excitement, you match their excitement and you applaud them and you celebrate it with them. And then you ask them, all right, now that we had that moment of excitement, let's just calm down and bring ourselves to a more level place. And you ask them, and it takes repetition. It's a process. But over time, you eventually have this relationship about emotions with your child that helps them to learn empathy as well. You're learning empathy by putting yourself in your child's shoes. You're learning a feeling word vocabulary. and because you're constantly trying to name what it is that your child is experiencing. And that will help in the long run for you both to be able to learn how to resolve conflicts better. In nonviolent communication, the way that we communicate over conflicts is we say, I feel upset because this happened, or this hurt my feelings because this happened. And so if you're using that language with your child, you did, you put it in his back, that's right. If you're using that language with your child, yeah. Mommy's excited that you're happy, okay? Mommy's talking. Can you whisper it to Mommy? Or can you tell something else about your potato man for Mommy? So if you're helping your child to develop those skills early, they're going to be That's right. You're going to help them to avoid becoming a bully. You're going to help them to know how to meet conflicts in a healthy way. And you're also going to have children who are more confident, and they're going to feel more understood, and so they're going to be less likely to be going towards drug and alcohol, because they will understand their emotions more, and they'll be able to handle situations without trying to find unhealthy coping skills, because you're developing coping skills very early on. And you're developing their self-esteem. And another awesome thing is that if your whole community is doing this, everybody is going to be building each other up and helping each other understand their emotions. The community will become kinder. And you're going to have more self-discipline. And the ultimate thing is that you're teaching your child to recognize their emotions so that their brains become more hardwired to happiness and to joy. And they're going to be able to stay in those emotions more of the time, because they don't get too upset over the things, because you help them to understand that it's not that serious. Okay, Mommy will take it out for you. Another aspect of e-parenting that you might notice is that I don't ignore him. And so even though I'm having to stop and then talk to him and then talk to you, and I know maybe that's distracting for some people who might be watching this, it's really important for them to feel heard. And if you don't talk back to them, then that's when you have kids who are screaming and they're trying to have temper tantrums, and that's all to get your attention. And if you're giving them attention immediately, you're going to avoid having a lot of temper tantrums, because your toddlers are going to feel that their ideas, their observations, their emotions are all important to you. But the third step is very important. And so after you have recognized, you've been empathetic of what your child's needs are, you've described and named their feelings for them, the third step is to comfort them. And it's, anything from hugging, a smile, cracking a joke with them, if they are very young infants, changing their diaper, giving them milkies or some sort of food. If you've accidentally hurt them, there's sometimes when you accidentally hurt your kid, apologize to them, tell them you're sorry. Explain that, they didn't make a mistake. If it was a mistake, tell them everybody makes mistakes and it's good to learn from our mistakes. Going outside or getting a toy to help them redirect their attention away from what was causing them discomfort or to upset them. Clap for them. Even things like they would do, like jump up and down in excitement to celebrate with them. So there are so many things that you can do to comfort your child and to help them to acknowledge their emotions and to recognize that their feelings are valid, at the same time as maybe bringing them, if they're really upset or really too excited and you need to calm them down, bringing them into another emotional state. So I hope you guys enjoyed this e-parenting lesson, and if you have any more questions about it, I would love to talk to you about it, as well as I would love to talk to you about how I'm working from home and making an income for my family towards achieving financial freedom, and at the same time investing in my family's health and investing in other people and building other people up. So I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you later.